third try. We were just talking them numbers. This is the third try. This one gonna go right here. But guess what? If it go or not, I'm gonna get this word out of here. So I am fixed to read from the Faith to Faith book for September the 3rd. And it starts off with God's country. The things which are impossible with men are possible with God. That's going to come from Luke 18:27. Okay, now let's read into the passage that they wrote. Right now, you and I are standing face to face with situations in our nation that need to be changed. I'm gonna stop on that period because situation within our nation, situation within ourselves, situation within our household, situation within our family. We are standing face to face with different situations that need to be changed. My situation might not be your situation. Your situation might not be his situation. His situation might not be hers. But they all need some work done. Okay? Now, some of those situations look totally impossible that we can't change them. We done this. We done prayed about that. We done tried to talk about this. And we just ain't getting nowhere. We just ain't going nowhere. All right? But they're not impossible because this country belongs to God. This country and everything else up under the sun that was on this one right here last night in Ecclesiastes. It told us last night that there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes 3:1. Okay. Now, he's the one who brought the United States of America into existence. He had a special purpose for it. He needed a country where the gospel could be preached freely and not suppressed. It was God himself who stirred the heart and mind of Christopher Columbus and planted within him the dream of charting a new course to the west. Columbus said so in his own journals. He wrote, "It was the Lord who put it into my mind. I could feel his hand upon me. The fact that I could sail from here to the Indies, all who heard of my project rejected it with laughter. Those who heard about your problems, those who heard about your pain, those who heard about your situation, they couldn't try to help you. They couldn't help you. And some of them laughed at you and didn't even support you. But guess what? Ridiculing me, there's no question that the inspiration was from the Holy Spirit because he comforted me with the rays of marvelous inspiration from the Holy Scriptures. The Holy Scriptures is what comforted him. Who brought Christopher Columbus to America? God brought him. This is God's nation. He raised it up and it's not going to be taken away from him. Then it say the next time you're tempted to look at situations in this country/life that are impossible, remember who it belongs to. Then you can discover America just like Christopher Columbus did, by faith. So the reason why I was saying life instead of just using the world and Christopher Columbus, because we know he's supposed to have been found in America and all this, but the same thing still applies within our daily lives when things look impossible. And then guess what? When we be tired and on our last leg, about to give in, give up, throw in the towel and all that, it is God who comforts us. And that was going along with what I was talking about the first time about my grandma death and her being gone. Instead of being upset, depressed, attitude and everything. It's like he ended up giving me comfort in the middle of my storm when nobody else could give me that. He gave me pieces that suppresses and surpasses all understanding. And so I just started looking at the positive of all of the things because he tried to prepare me for that departure of my grandma's presence being here. And I remember it was on one of my videos. Matter of fact, it was the video from the graduation. Well, remember I told y'all my blood pressure was up. Denisha had told me she didn't want me at the graduation. And they just supposed to send me over the edge. I said I went to my grandma's house and all I wanted to do was just lay on her lap and cry. But guess what? Grandma wasn't there. Grandma wasn't there. And I told you I had to sit on the porch, and I sat right down that porch, and things started coming back to me about my childhood, about what I had said to my mama, what I had did to my mom and stuff. And that's when I was telling y'all about them generational curses was finna be broke. And that the things that I said and did to my mama, we weren't finna go through that cycle no more. And I got dressed that next day and went on to that graduation. But I'm gonna go all the way back to where I said everything was at the peak. You know, I had just got out of the hospital with my own blood pressure. That it was supposed to devastate me. It was supposed to take me over. That was been the last little thing that supposed to have took me on over the edge. But I went and looked for my grandma, but y'all didn't catch it. I said my grandma wasn't there. So while I was still in my fleshly or what I was used to running to my grandma, he was showing me then that it's gonna come a time when you're gonna want your grandma or need your grandma or feel like that's the only person that you can run to and cry in her lap. But that's not the only person that you can run to and cry on because I am here for you and I am here for you always. And even when we don't have nobody here in the fleshly realm that we can call on or run to or cry to or confide in. We always got him, and his presence is gonna always be with us because he's never going to leave us or forsake us. He's gonna be right there through whatever we may encounter. So the question that I wanted to ask y'all is what let me see how could I word this because y'all know this one ain't got the two questions at the bottom like the daily bread. So, out of this passage about the things that are impossible with man are possible with God, what situation or storm that y'all feel or facing that y'all felt was impossible, but then it was possible or made possible, even when you thought or felt like you was finna give up. Now that's my question. That's my question to y'all. What storm was y'all facing that y'all felt like y'all was gonna give up on? Yeah, that's right, Miss Claudia. Three times in a row. 3 times in a row. We did it 3 times for us to get it right. I told y'all I was gonna work the third time. I came on here talking about the number 3. And it took 3 times to get this live out. Okay. So that was the exact title of the sermon today. For real. Miss Claudia, I went to church. Hey, Miss Bobby Star. Hey, Tia Monique. Sean, Murrain. Hey, Miss Vicky Jones. Hey, everybody from the Butterfly Nation. I love y'all and I miss y'all. Dearly. But I will be able to talk to y'all again Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday night when I come out, but I don't know what day it is. I try not to keep up with it, but we went and looked yesterday because I was really missing y'all yesterday. I was just going to come on here and just start talking about anything. I just wanted to talk to y'all. Okay, now back to the original question. What storm or trial have you faced or facing that looks like the impossible? That look like you just ain't gonna make it. Well, you just need some peace, comfort. I ain't even gonna say understand. You just need God to work it out. Or you thought he wasn't gonna work it out, and then he ended up working it out. That was a question. Question. So y'all been MIA. So y'all got to get back on the grave. Y'all got to get back on the train. Cause when we start back up, we're gonna say Wednesday. When we start back up Wednesday morning, when I come on here yelling and screaming in the morning time. Oh, and that's another thing I was showing y'all before the thing went out. Okay, Miss Danielle Thomas did my sister. I know she got one. When my mother had passed, I thought I was going to lose it, but God said, I got you. And I believe that too. That's what I was just using as an example with my grandma. I thought I was going to lose it. The world thought I was going to lose it. My family thought I was going to lose it. They were waiting on me to snap and spaz out and go back to my old ways. Did they get cussed out? Yes, a free arm did. Did I spaz out on them? Yes, because they deserved it. They were doing stupid stuff. But did I stay there? Nah. I can't let them get me stuck back into them old ways because I made too much progress and God had brought me too far to go back to all them old ways that I prayed and asked for deliverance from. And I don't want all that building and anger in my heart because it takes all of you and consumes you and then makes you heavy and it makes you don't care and it make you bitter and it make you not want to be around people and it make people not want to be around you. So I'm not finna go back to that. I'm gonna lift my grandma up and praise her for the good things that she have done and know that she had lived her life and she was well pleased with me and how things turned out with her family. And she asked God to let her see her family come back together and that's what he allowed. So I'm gonna rejoice with him for allowing her to see that. And I'm going to rejoice and praise and celebrate her for living 95 years, for teaching me the word, for bringing me up in the word, for trusting and believing that I was going to change, not giving up on me, for loving me and always being by my side no matter what. Okay, now. All right, now. The loss of my son and husband, but God worked it out. See that? That's what I'm talking about. And y'all see now, both of y'all answers is death. Both of y'all trial, storm, or whatever it was is death. Miss Danielle Thomas and Vicky Jones. And death is it brings a lot of hurt and pain. It brings a lot of stuff, confusion, questions. It brings a lot of stuff forth. But most of all, dealing with death comes a lot of hurt and pain. And that's what I have to tell them. You know, even when I be crying out, sometimes I say, Lord, you know, why did you expose my kids to so much hurt and pain at such young ages? But still, who am I to question him? You know, I can't question him. I just know that he brought us to it and he's gonna bring us through it. And he bring us and put us in situations that build us and build our character. And then we have to lean onto him because we know that we never would have made it without him and nobody else was gonna be able to calm that storm because my grandma was my peace. My grandma was my voice of reasoning. And I didn't have that no more. So, of course, they thought that I was going to be a while and out, doing the most, you know, everything. Getting back high, relapse and everything. They thought it was going to just be crazy days. But now, once I stopped and got them tears out my eyes and got my feelings and emotions up out of it, and had to get back to my regular brain and my regular mindset. God brought me that far, and and I had to look at all the signs and warnings that He gave me, and the strength that He gave me to prepare for that. I also thought that being shot in the face was going to be my toughest battle. I thought that being shot in the face, you know how we be saying, oh, this personal, here, this personal. Yeah, it was personal, but yeah, what? This real personal right here. because I got to continue on. And the way that my grandma would want me to walk, I got to continue on to keep this family together. I got to continue on and be strong for my daughter. I got to be strong for my other daughter. I got to be strong for my son. I got to be strong for my brother. And just thank God that he blessed us all back together because he knew that I was going to need my family. Whatever I always prayed and asked y'all to do, I just tell y'all, pray for my family, pray for my family. Just continue to pray for my family. I always told y'all, my family, that's all I ever wanted, my family. They my strength, they also my weakness, especially when it comes to my children. But I knew that I was going to have to be the head, and I got to stand tall, firm, and keep walking in the light that he will have me and my grandma will have me to keep walking in. Which I said, she passed the torch on to me. So now I'm grandma for real. I told y'all they used to already call me grandma because I act like an old lady. But now I'm grandma for real. He was preparing me. I ain't know why they were calling me grandma. I thought they were because the way I talk. They say I talk and act like an old lady. Okay, the loss of my brother, but God gave me peace so I can help take care of my mother. Okay, Bobby Star. So you lost your brother and then he gave you peace. Then you had to turn around and help take care of your mother after your brother passed. Okay. Help me understand, Miss Bobby Star. Danielle Thomas, God is so good. I am so happy everybody is getting along and you are back around your family. Good, I know it, because remember I ain't had talked to my brother in about 3 years after he got through slamming me on the ground out there like I was a leaf on the tree. Boom. Yep, and we had started talking and made up exactly 2 weeks before my grandma died. 2 weeks before my grandma died. Denisha, y'all know she had left the way back in the beginning when I first got shot, and she hadn't been in my house ever since. But on my birthday, she actually went out to eat with us, and she came home and spent the night with me. So my birthday was July the 25th. I had Denisha back in the household, and then right after the 25th, I think it was like August, probably the second or something like that, I made up with my brother. So it was right like back to back. You feel me? It was like I was making peace with my family, not knowing that the head was finna leave. Yeah. Claudia Baker. Yes, that was the exact title of our sermon message today. Always, I do tune in online to a couple of churches. This one was from Temple of Deliverance Church of God in Christ out of Memphis, Tennessee. Well, you also heard it at Real Nigga Sanctuary Church of God Ministry Triumphant Ones Praise this morning too. Yeah, you heard it at our church too. That's our title. Okay, oh, your mama. Okay, okay. And now your mama's still living. Okay, I got you now. So if you would have been still bitter and hateful or had a lot of resentment and stuff in your heart from when your brother passed, you wouldn't even been able to take care of your mama because you wouldn't even been mentally there. You wouldn't have been in your right mind and you wouldn't have been doing it out of love, the love that conquered all. You're going to be just fine because God has your best interest. You know what to say to him, Monique. And that's why I said God gave me a peace. And the word, what they say, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. Okay. I don't know your name. Yes, to me, the veil. Grandma is shouting in heaven. God is pleased. The torch has been passed. Yeah, y'all remember me talking a long time ago. I was like, shoot, I got shot in the face. That was physical pain. I can take physical pain. I said, if that's the emotional pain I can't take, I said, Grandma had a different kind of strength. You feel me? When you don't be heard from your children, and then they come knocking at the door, and Grandma open the door and say, you hungry, baby? Or Grandma say, you all right? See, I'll be saying something else. But yeah, they got a different kind of strength. They got a different kind of love. They got a different kind of hope, And that's why I understand that, son. I had a praying grandmama, because no matter what we do, no matter what our children do, you have to know what and who your help and strength come from, and you continuously trust and believe that God gonna turn everything around and work everything out for your good, no matter how long it takes, no matter what the situation may look like. Because Lord knows at the beginning of this journey, even with just me and y'all from being shot, we done been through so many other obstacles. Baby, let me get this hand straight. This was the shooting, and it was level. We're going to put it at level ground. The shooting was level in the face. Okay, doctoring it up. But baby, we done been through so many hoops, loops, and troops since then. And this last year, honey, we'd have been all the way around the world to get back right here. And now we trying to level this thing back out. You thought it was one thing. I thought it was one thing. But it wasn't, I told y'all a long time ago, sometimes he'll save you to save somebody else. And it wasn't even about me getting shot in the face. You just had to get my attention for me to be a willing vessel, because you took me through so many more obstacles, hoops, loops, valleys, twists, and turns. So sometimes I be forgetting I got shot in the face. It be so much other stuff going on, baby. Shoot, when my grandma and dad shoot, I told them that I'd rather been shot in the other side of the face than to feel that hurt and pain. Shoot. But yeah, all right. God knows best. He prepares you, and now you're up. God has your back. He got my front. He got my back. And right. Wait a minute. He's over me, under me, and he's living down the side. He's on the right, he's on the left, in front and back, under me, over me, and he's living down the sides, all over me, and he's keeping me alive. They had that old time hope. Yeah. Now y'all got me singing all kind of songs now. I'm finna get ready to get ready to tune off traffic. Then let me ask y'all something. Cause I've been still using my grandma oil, but y'all know it's gonna get low, right? I got another thing. I got another suggestion for y'all. But y'all know that I've been watching it. So let me show y'all something. If they like, okay, so look, let me show y'all something. Y'all know we was already looking at the hooks, the crooks, the waves, the daves, and everything. I don't know how far y'all can see that. I don't know. If y'all, it don't look all that clear to me. But right here, okay, y'all see it. Y'all see it move, it just do what it want to do. But that ain't what I'm trying to show y'all. I'm trying to show y'all right here in the back, right? Where it stop at, right? Okay. So y'all know we've been using the holy oil and all of that stuff, right? So we was already saying from the very beginning that my healing was gonna have to come from the inside out. And then it was gonna feel my face and stuff and all that back in, right? Give me 5 minutes. Let me show this. Just let me show this real fast. Okay, so if you see right here on the back where the ear part, that's all closed. That thing came up. But if you look at like my dip part from the front, you see it. Y'all can't see it, man. But listen, it's flattening out. It's lining back up. Remember how we had the sensitive part, and I used to be jumping because it was going down farther. Then the other part it wasn't level, and I said I think it's right here. Remember? And I said the bullet had went in right there. It had to because it was sensitive right there and stuff. But all this part right there, I'm gonna get a. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all the better view. But yeah, you see it. You see, okay, me Vicky John. But guess what, yeah? It's like it's evening out. It's evening out. And then it's gonna come out. It's gonna sprout out. We're gonna all